Oh,
they banned it away now though because in the second phase,
I don't
Evos,
think so, bro.
I think it's possible, bro.
we saw that back in the day.
Well, back in the day,
It was
but
Mr.
now,
Wise on it. You remember?
Yeah, but right now, I don't think it's very wise because you don't only have that much farming potential. That's why.
You do though.
It's not that bad.
You clear very
But
fast.
compared to Nolan, compared to Julian, like, well,
yeah,
but
maybe that's why they wanted to ban the Julian and then set up for it.
But those are assassin fighters, and Hylic is a fighter tank, you know?
I guess.
You have to compare him with apples to apples type stuff, you know? Like maybe like a, I don't know, like a Fredkin?
I think a Bane even clears faster, right?
Oh,
for
Bane
sure,
even
100%.
faster.
Yeah. But right now, strategy already banned 2 magical damage, quote-unquote, assassins. For RRQ, it's Julian and also Joy.
Wow, 4 assassin bans.
Yeah. Looking like Kyrie here, Setsujin.
Okay, Setsujin, we weren't familiar with your game.
I see. All right, CC has the last ban, so they want to limit. I think that what they're trying to do is make sure that the front line here is going to be vulnerable, punishable, and if they can, they want to make Dreams the main front line so that he can't really counter-engage, especially with the threat of the Sushin making things confusing. That can be quite dangerous. But from the looks of it, I mean, they can still go for the Zask technically for RRQ. I don't know, when the Alpha.
Oh, wow. Okay, this time, it's my turn, bro. Oh, no. Okay.
Let's go.
We have some bad experience here with Yves, especially in the grand finals.
Yeah, MSC grand
It never
finals.
worked out, bro. It never worked out. But let's see, though, in MPL Indonesia Season 14, against this kind of lineup, maybe this is a pick that's specialized to go against the Jojin.
Oh, what?
I'm not a big fan of the Nolan pick here.
I mean, technically you can jump on the Sushin, but again, it's a very safe type of mid laner. Unless this final pick is vulnerable, I don't see who exactly the Nolan is supposed to target. If you have enough farm, maybe the Alpha?
Benedetta?
They can go to Rizla again, honestly, if they really want to set up for the Alpha. They have a beefy front line, to say the least.
They want more damage or they want more setup here? That's the question. Can go for something like an Esport maybe?
Oh,
if they want more survivable?
Oh,
yeah,
something that we haven't seen very often. Even in ranked game, I believe Yujong is kind of dying down compared to the other EXP laners that has a lot more sustainability. But right now, when you're up against a Yves that can be targeted, why not? The dragon is there.
Oh man, it's looking kind of sketchy right here, but you have to remember, if the Yves doesn't get put under control, that's good wave clear, that's amazing utility, that can kind of stop the Sushin as well from moving forward, right, due to the short range. And the scaling on the Void Blast has been increased if I'm not mistaken, so it's a lot of damage, man. You absolutely pack a punch in that hero, only if you have protection though, but with an Eden and Ruby, I think it's not impossible.
We're gonna take a look at some of the stats from both of these two teams. Look at that survivability and controllability from Evos Glory. Very, very huge compared to RRQ when you have those kind of frontliners. Let's see though, game number 2 of chapter 32 between these old rivals. It's been years. This team has been duking it out. It's game number 2 of Evos Glory versus Rex Regum Kaon.
Gentlemen, here we go. What is potentially the final game or possibly an equalizer, but we have to literally wait and see. Talking about the compositions yet again, man. I feel like Evos now in a team fight with a Minotaur, with an Alpha and a Yuzong, and a Sushin too. They're the ones with all the utility right now. If there's anything that RRQ Hoshi really has as an advantage, I feel like it's just pick off and chase potential. Although, keep in mind, every single time we've seen a team kind of outplay heavily another team, it's using that mobility. It's using the speed difference. Now with a Yves, you almost by default have a team-wide movement speed difference because you can slow the whole team, and the Yves also runs a lot faster.
It's a technical break, everybody, with Campina. Grab your Campina and shove it down your throat because it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think you want to shove it in, you know, because you want to really just taste.
Oh, you have to have the whole experience right away, bro. In one go.
I mean, that's what Renmar usually does. Like when he eats, especially fruits.
Really?
Yeah. He eats banana very fast. He just shoves it in his mouth.
That's kind of sus.
Just, that's exactly the sound he makes. I really wonder, you know. I mean, at this point, we're gonna call it. No, all the other Filipino towns and the international towns, they gotta come to MPL ID. so that they can consume Campina. And maybe then we can ask them if they drink or
Get it again in game number 2 of Evos versus RRQ. Nothing really going on so far. Only 40 seconds has elapsed.
All right, so a big thing I want to mention is that Rinz is going for the flicker, so bit of playmaking potential, but when it's coming down, when it comes down to avoiding the Yutong, avoiding a chase down, usually I would like to go for a sprint if I know I'm going to be targeted. So against all these fighters, there's a lot of ways for Evos to really punish and chase down Rinz, unless it becomes a team effort to try and save him. Looking at the emblems by GamesMax here, Dreams also went for the Inspire, so more knockups, more heals overall, but he won't be as tanky. And this is the problem here. He is most likely going to be the main frontline here. I don't think Fluffy on the Yutong wants to be the main frontline. So if the main frontline is the Minotaur, then we've seen it before. You can just jump on the Minotaur, take him out before you can get the Minion Fury out, and just like that, you're down one hero.
Speaking of sprint, Arashi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skylar using a sprint against a Minotaur, against an Alpha, and also Yu Zhong. This is quite brave from Skylar.
Agreed.
Even for his standard, man, because like when you go in, gets knocked up one time, you're toast.
Yeah, it depends on how he goes in for sure. If he doesn't really get bothered by the crowd control though, if his team can force out a lot of these knockups, a lot of these stuns, then he can have a great time just chasing or kiting back from the Roger, from the Yutong and the Alpha, right? All the fighters. I'm thinking that's the idea behind it. But look at Sutsujin, man. Looking up at the clear speed, it's somewhat equal, but he's going to be forced to back away, man. This turtle in the early game, I think it's a bit too dangerous for RRQ to go for.
so much more set up for Evo's glory for the turtle here, especially with the Alpha. Edog actually getting chunked quite low there, and Annabelle will be able to just take that for himself. Turtle number 1 going to the White Tigers.
I gotta say, I'm a bit more happy that RRQ didn't really take that because they know they have not really the greatest setup in terms of drafting, especially when you have a Nolan that doesn't have that purple buff. It's best for you to just take the purple and just get away and somehow try to use any kind of maybe map pressure in the other side of the map, but they didn't really do that. Well, though, in the bottom lane, Skylar is kind of losing here against Brans, to be expected.
Bit of aggression though. Suzuki gets picked up, but avoids Dreams very, very easily. The lethal control though from Annabelle. Revenge for game number 1. You're seeing RRQ kind of playing it slow, and you wonder if they are just confused on what to do, or are they waiting for a specific moment right here? 1 or 2 out of power spikes will be great, but Edog gets jumped on.
Great, I'm offended.
I don't know.
But Annabelle might be able to actually turn this around. Now Edog popped up, thrown back. First blood to Annabelle. So Suji walking forward, forcing Dreams to flicker out. Real world relation. Ritz gets popped up. But with the anti-CC, the interaction, Annabelle running away. Skylar with a blazing duet takes 2. So Sujin ran down by Brand. Skylar jumping back to the BMI. Now as Rinz tries to poke him down from afar. Slowly but surely, taking Brand's very low. That's a slam back onto Skylar. But Rinz picks the kill up. Skylar with a BMI. Throw him back again. That's some damage, a slowdown. They can't go for the chase, not this time around, but RRQ get immense value out of that skirmish.
Oh, baby, it's a triple. I was gonna say that Skylar doesn't have the item yet to pop off and use that blazing duet to make a difference in a team fight. But who am I to say that, man? It's Skylar. Early game Claude doesn't really matter. Looking at the audience prediction though, Rashi, you are quite happy with that, right?
Absolutely. But yeah, Shavin wants to extend an apology. Sorry, Skylar. I didn't know you roll like that. But man, immediately going in aggressive, getting his blazing duet stopped by Dreams, by the way. But at that point, the damage is already done. Brands tried to save it as well, but he had no mana, right? No mana. Getting pushed away by Rinz, and now the next turtle fight here. Will RRQ actually try and make a play happen?
Black Dragon form, Edog knocked up. They say, nah, we don't want to go for the turtle. We know that you have the composition to win that. So we won't take the fight with your advantage. Sutsujin is actually waiting in that bush. If Clockwood walks up, this could be dangerous. He just steals it, Sutsujin!
The smooth criminal Sutsujin!
As I said, man, when you don't get the turtle, try to make it up somewhere else. And Sutsujin read that one perfectly.
Look at that. I'm offended though. Sutsujin going for Dreams.
Trying to force out the minion's fury. Edog. He gets up barely. Oh no! Drop back to the team now, goes in. Minion's fury baited out. What? Sutsujin first Dreams down. Wow! Either Sutsujin has gone his item power spikes or Dreams is just extremely squishy.
He has a Hunter Strike, But Dreams, like I said, he went for the Inspire, by the way, mind you. No firmness. I believe he did not go for the Tenacity as well. He's going to be a lot squishier. He can't be the main frontline right here, but look at Annabelle going into Susujin.
Oh my
Lord.
goodness.
Sutsujin! Oh my goodness! Annabelle taking down the lethal ignition. Sutsujin walking forward. Ritz picks up the kill. Now trying to dash away. Moving forward. Clockun going for it. Beacon down. Sutsujin still there. And man, Edok tried to save him with the flicker and the Dome Run Wolf King. He almost did. In the end, it'll just end up being a trade. Brands rotating into the mid lane. Rins has to respect this, and he does.
The idol is taking down the discipline.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Fluffy, I don't know about that, bro. Still has the passive there to fight with Tyron.
Wow.
Actually, now
Impressive.
it's an equal ground for Fluffy and Tyron.
You have to keep in mind, though, that Darwin has no ulti right there. Look at Skylar, though, doing Skylar things on the Claude. When is the last time you've seen Skylar have so much space to make solo plays, man?
Season 10?
Oh, man.
Oh, 11 with Naomi.
It's such a nostalgic sight at this point. Man, now RRQ are actually still controlling, and with the next objective being a turtle still, I think they might just really wait for the Lord to go for something decisive.
And what I like about this Claude pick is the fact that in game number 1, you're a carry, right? You're relying on your teammates' set and pickoffs. But right now, Skylar can make a play on its own. As long as you...
Ooh,
okay. Clockun with a good dodge.
Yeah. Now the Black Dragon from Sutsujin. Come on! What a steal from Sutsujin! They were on equal footing! Annabelle tries to go in. It is Fury's Rins able to flicker out the safety. Dream still able to find a knock-up now. Is that into the Fury's dive all the way to the back line? But they're fighting in the real world manipulation of Rins. Now Annabelle Kaiden, Sutsujin coming back in. Rins with the double. Edok thrown back. Brand's going in now. Has the Purified down. Trying to go for the onward. Runs versus Sutsujin this time around. Like, oh, no way! Get away! Gunter! Sutsujin traded. Tyron Earth shatters Skylar. Getting him down. Tyron's just baiting him. And now Clockun must fall to the guns of Skylar.
Get Sutsujin and the whole RRQ squad to Nusa Kambangan, man. Because that was a criminal. He's stealing everything, and the whole RRQ team just baiting and scamming Evos.
Wow.
Sutsujin, reminding the freshmen that there are levels to this game, man. You can just hop in and expect to take control. Wow, RRQ, they made it messy, and Evos were able to pick up a couple of kills there as well, but they're the ones with the early game skirmish. They are the ones with the team fight. RRQ were able to lure them in, pull them into a fight in the middle of the real-world manipulation. That worked out perfectly for them. Now it's back to the waiting game, but man, Sutsujin in particular, he's just an absolute menace. So much damage, man.
Yep. But the good thing, though, Brands is on equal footing with Skylar, surprisingly. After a whole lot of kills secured by Skylar, this 3-0-1 compared to 2-2 from Brands. So good job for Evos putting this gold onto the right person, and it shows up in the fight earlier. They actually gained something out of it.
All right, looking at the rest of the items though, that's going to be a glowing wand for the side of RRQ. Rins has the glowing wand, lowering the shielding and regeneration. That's going to work on almost everyone, by the way, on the side of Evo, so it's a value pickup. On top of that, Enchanted Talisman soon, meaning more slows, more spams. But I'm waiting for the next item, right? Is it going to be more damage, or is it going to be like an Ice Queen's wand to increase that utility? Because you can see the kite back from the side of RRQ is already so good. Even before something like an Ice Queen's wand, as I called it, now Evos will be struggling to chase and run away.
But you have that great Dragon Spear from Brands to kind of counter that. Meanwhile, though, oh my goodness gracious, no way, this is a steal!
No, Evos can steal themselves. Edok! I'm offended over to Annabelle, who still has a Spear of Alpha. Now Earth Shadow not connecting. Edok displaced, and Clockun finishes him off. Ooh, defensive Spear of Alpha. Oh! With a flicker forward! What was that, Taylor? Jumping forward with the BMI, but now the Minions Fury and everything coming down will take them out. Sutsujin trying to go for the assassination. Brands with the chase. Sutsujin able to escape. And it's a win for Evos. They equalize the gold lead.
The Kings are slipping just a little bit, and the White Tigers wakes them up with a Stolen Lord. That was a beautiful call for Evos. Whoever did that, shout out to you.
And a quick steal onto the Lord right there. It's a great attempt for Rins to try and save that fight, start off a fight that can maybe capitalize on. Now with the Lord though, Skylar left alone for now. Evos trying to find ways to use this pressure as efficiently as possible. The Clockun!
Oh man.
Deleted. Just
Incredible.
like that.
Incredible set once again from Edok. Getting one before the Lord is crashing down, so right now, Evos is man down. They don't really want to go for anything, I believe, in this kind of scenario. Even Grants has to get away from the fractures of Sujudip. Meanwhile, the Tyrant looking for a pick here.
Oh man. Conceal. Edok wants to go for it. Spear of Alpha defensively. Edok has the I'm offended, but he doesn't have the flicker, so he can't gap close in time. And Evos decide, hey, this guy's a bit too scary. Let's move back, man.
Yep. As good as it gets, by the way, Rashi. The damage control after the Lord, they don't really convert to any turrets whatsoever, I believe, right?
And again, they're still scaling to the late game. It's still very much in line with what they want to do. And even for Fluffy on the Yuzong, we were thinking that it's a value pick. It's gonna really deny the Eve. But so far, I mean, RRQ is doing a great job playing around it. And when it comes to the macro, I think they were really winning it out. But with that Lord, I feel like when it comes to structures, I believe Evos is up by 1 turret right here. But you can see the effectiveness, the fact that they have a proper front line, the fact that they can send Dairon and Edok there to just tank up some damage to potentially go for a catch. The same thing can't be said for Evos. If they get caught in a weird situation, they're gonna be forced to expand the Spear of Alpha or the Black Dragon form, and they can't really afford to do that right now.
Now it's a bit more equal in this game. 1.6k gold lead, basically almost just like an item for RRQ. Still very manageable, and right now it definitely could have gone either way in this game. So Sujin will handle the far lane against Dreams and Brands as Skylar gets one. Meanwhile though, oh my goodness,
He gets out too. Almost. Oh, he forced Dreams back.
That's 1v2.
By the way, I mean, look at the positioning, right? The whole map, technically, there's vision on the whole map by just placement. We saw that Sujin was standing there in the jungle on top side. Idok though goes for Fluffy.
Oh, he baited out the real world inflation. That's 2 big resources baited out now. So Sujin, whoa, Brands. Luckily he has the motivation roar because that was a chunk of his HP that was taken away from him.
Look at Skylar just aggressively trying to harass, trying to do damage. The poke damage from the Yve, now is where it's going to be so valuable. With the wave still pushing on the top side, I think it's still pushing for the side of RRQ. But look at the damage, man, from the Yve.
Oh my goodness! Finding Dreams. So Sujin going to be chased down right now as Dairon gets completely dismantled by Kokun and Annabelle. Together with Brands obviously there.
Wow. He did not even get to pop the Primal Wrath right there. If he did, it would have been a whole different fight. So at least the targeting from the side of Evos is still very much on point. They just focus down the right target, but look at the conceal play by Edok.
Trying to go for it again.
Ooh,
No flicker though this time. So Sujin gets some space. Look at that though.
Now top lane, I think it's gonna push towards RRQ. At this point, someone's gonna take care of that. Meanwhile, Annabelle getting pulled.
Let's go in.
Oh no!
Rins, what an outplay! Reads the Spear of Alpha. Now Skylar BMI forward. No Annabelle means no Lord for you. RRQ.
Wow.
Brilliantly played.
Supreme bait, hook, line, and sinker. Annabelle getting baited out to a Spear of Alpha towards nothing and gets punished with a real manipulation.
Also read by Dairon as well. This is insane, man. Aside from the execution, the discipline that is being done by RRQ, even the mental game, right? The mind games, the bluffs, the reads here from RRQ is just so much better. With this Lord, with the high ground available, RRQ need to be careful here. Evos have a chance to go for a desperate play as they're setting up, as RRQ are trying to manage the waves. But look at Sujin, man, just spamming it out.
And look at Edok, the pseudo pressure, even though he's not really in range for the I'm offended, everyone just backs off knowing he has the flicker to make a play. That respect over a rookie, by the way.
Lord in the bottom lane doing a bit of damage. Now conceal, good zoning away. Sujin, oh my goodness! Finds it, I'm offended! Rin's gonna be engaged upon now with the real world motivation plays down. It's gonna be the Black Dragon form to dive all the way to the back. Sujin still waiting in the midst of it all right now. A good petrify. Find Rin, Brands taken out by Sujin. That's the assassination. Skylar and Sujin still alive. Oh my god, the blazing duet! Skylar! Going the clock, not enough damage to take him down just yet as Sujin is able to escape from Fluffy. 2 base turrets taken away by RRQ Hoshi.
They're one man down over Evos, but all in all, that was definitely a benefitable trade from RRQ getting those turrets, Rocky. Looking at the items, what's going on here?
Look at the items. I mean, there's a Thunder Belt for Dairon that's still going to be scaling up. And on top of that, with the Ice Queen's one and the Divine Glaive already completed right here for Rins, I do wonder if the last item is going to be something like a brute force breastplate, just for the extra survivability. Because you see that for Evos, they're really trying to fight aggression with aggression. And it's kind of working out. They do have a lot of burst damage, factually, in their composition. So whenever they see Rins use the ultimate, they just go towards Rins instead of backing away and risk getting caught in the real-world manipulation and taking more damage. As a result of that, they were able to actually fight back right there, but they did lose 2 base turrets. And RRQ very much still has all the control. I think for Evos, they have to find a way to save Dreams. Either kind of counter-engage when he gets jumped on, or kind of send someone else to be the main front line to get caught, because Dreams is the absolute target right here, again and again. Whenever Idok sees him, he's in the mood for beef.
For sure, man. I think that's a winning condition. Once you lose the set, then really what's your solution here? You can't really just jump on with a Fluffy and being the helmet of the team fight once Dreams is gone, because that Minion's Fury is very useful.
The recalls.
Yeah. At this part of the game, and now the Lord is coming up in about 7 seconds. Let's see. Takes 2 to tango, and now let's dance once again.
Oh man, Lord dances are going to be so brutal for Evos, man. They do have Dreams that can kind of dispense HP continuously, but at the same time, that's just so much damage coming through from long range. And look at Idok
Going on to Annabelle.
Wow.
Oh no!
Now. Black Dragon
There you
for him
go!
now. No dragon, no fight is what a wise man once said. And RRQ, they definitely took those wise words very well.
If Victor is watching the screen, he's gonna scream, "Dragon for what? What are you doing?"
Shout out, Victor.
Yeah.
Man, that is unreal. It's such a clean performance. For the longest time, RRQ, I'm not saying they're not clean, but they're usually more exciting, more crazy. Look at this now, oh!
They're still exciting, all right. But
Man.
when they have the advantage, they are. If not, they'll play it just with the fundamentals. They don't need to risk it.
The fact that he flickered right away after the initial engage was huge, man. That was proper respect, right? He didn't really know what's coming. You were a Minotaur, you were a beefy beef, you know?
Hey.
A beefy beef?
Yeah.
Beefy beef. Depends
Beef
on
beef.
how well you cook them, I guess. So it's a chip. Walking up, Dyron has the conceal there together with Adok. Again, they bait out the dragon. Buffy jumping in. He's going to be gunned down from the skies. Edok still able to withstand a little bit of damage. Buffy jumps in with a petrify, but isn't able to find anyone. And now will be caught under a real world manipulation. Skylar finding ways into an Annabelle. Only with a winning pound just for a bit. Trees finally jumps in, but he gets melted down. Brad hasn't liked it. Pound Ken going for it. Minion Fury cancelled by killing him. For the longest time, the kingdom could only witness the glory of Evos. Today, the kingdom's calls have been answered.
Chapter 32 came to a close with the White Tigers bowing down before the king's throne. What a display of skills from the debutants of the fortress. Edok, Tyron back at it again, Sun Sujin, and also Skylar and Prince.
Skylar in the back seat. Skylar playing to scale. And yet RRQ